Hey, it's your girl KB back with another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love after lockup with a little bit of marriage in Huntsville. Yeah, that show. So we start out with Mel having Kimmy over. Season 9, episode 11. It don't make sense. We started out with Mel having Kimmy over. She got some taco salad, little platter out. I said, okay, cool. It made me want a little taco salad. And I probably end up doing that because I have the stuff to do that once I get off of here. I actually was going to do some chili with the ground beef, but I don't have no fries because I want chili cheese fries first so I can wait on the chili and make a taco salad because Mel inspired me. So they eat their little taco salad. She's like, yeah, I realized that, I hadn't had anybody over and, I hadn't had Kimmy over for a while. And, that was my first time having an event where like everyone, well, mostly everybody, but the guys and the girls can come to something. And she was just like, yeah, yeah. So they go through some pleasantries and then they talk about how Fletch is the one that hooked up Martell and Trisha. Melody's just sitting there like, okay, trying to act like she not phased, but you can tell she kind of like, oh, word, because you supposed to be mentoring me. So she was like, he's supposed to be mentoring him, but I guess he was a cheater at some point too, so makes sense that he would be mentoring Martell, and this how he out here acting. I said, ooh, child, it's getting messy up in here. So she's like, well, where does that leave you and Trisha? Does that leave y'all in a normal place? She's like, I mean, what's a normal place for this lady? I was tripping out about that when I feel like this camera, now that I'm looking at it, is shifty when I put my thing down and it's like slanted. It's there now. Y'all just have to deal with it. I'm sitting up straight. Pay attention to me. So I got put me first. Where does that leave you and Trisha? In the normal place? She like, girl, I don't know, child. What's that mean? What that mean for me and her? She's like, well, Trisha said that you was being messy. You was being messy at her party. And they show where my feet was kind of scraping the floor. I wasn't resting as comfortably. Short people problems. Where Melody had told Trisha that, sometimes you are the trigger trying not to be the trigger. And I'm like, she not lying. She wasn't lying. Trisha get on my nerves. Every scene they show of her, she always got some shorts riding up through her crotch. Like, do you own long pants or skirt? Let your crotch breathe, sister girl. My God. Anywho, so Mel is just like, how she gonna have a problem with me? And she the one that possibly, that has something going on with my then husband while I was still married to him. And probably in y'all house. Probably in y'all house, girl, for real. And you wanna have a problem with me? It's like, you wrong, so you just gonna get a jump off and not like me at any given moment because, hey, girl, go sit down somewhere, Trish. We see Destiny invites Tisha to lunch. It's like a little biscuit place or something. They catch up. It was funny because they were showing this montage of not montage, but like doing that time-lapse sequence of them having this conversation. They talking about, oh, my hair, I need to wash my hair. Oh, no, girl, it's cute like this. Oh, girl, dealing with this 4-year-old girl. Oh, yeah, they're just going through time-lapse of the conversation. I said, something's about to happen if they haven't got to the meat and potatoes of whatever we here to meet for. They not friends like that to go and just kick it and key. We gotta film a scene, you know what I mean? So there has to be something happening. This ain't just a catch-up meeting that Kimmy and Tisha would probably do, you know what I mean? And sure enough, we see Martell walks in. Tisha was just putting some food in her mouth when he walked up. She was like, You know what? I ain't gonna sit here because he the ops, he the enemy, and my husband ain't here to protect me from this op. So I'm out of here. I was cracking up. Tisha said, "Not 1 second will I sit here with this fool." I said, "I truly don't blame her because Martell is a clown, and it truly ain't no telling what's gonna come out his mouth." They trying to act like she was like, "Oh, well, she didn't even want to try to have a conversation, and you were about to apologize." And I'm just like, I don't know if Martell was really gonna apologize. He probably would have asked for an apology first, and then if he didn't get one, he wouldn't have gave one, because that's usually what he does in these type of situations, y'all. I was cracking up. Tisha really was. She left out that door so fast. She was still chewing her food, baby. It was so funny. She immediately goes to Marcel. He's at a work site. She got her little tennis shoes in the car, and she lets him know what happened. Martell came up in the restaurant. I was having lunch with Destiny. I left because I'm like, my husband ain't here, my protector ain't here. I said, what he protecting you from? Okay, but he thanks her. Thank you for telling me, and thank you for, being smart enough to get up from that situation and leave because I wasn't there. I said, all right then. Next, we see a very sentimental moment with Destiny. She is fishing with her daddy. Remember, he has been on hard times. I think they said he had cancer. He's been in the cancer treatment center. And she's like, you scared me for a minute, Daddy. She, yeah. So they reminiscing on just kind of their lives together and how they've had such this great relationship. Her mom was, I think, fell victim to addiction, and so once the dad found out, I think they didn't really speak on if he was in her life prior to her being in foster care or not, but once he found out she was in foster care, he told the lawyer, pay whatever it costs, get my baby out of foster care, get me my baby. So he was just talking about how, just the first night of getting her, and when he saw her in foster care, he wanted to go take her to get something to eat. They're like, you can't take him home, and nothing. Just cute little moment or whatever. And so next we see Destiny is in her warehouse with Lance, Nell, and Chris Fletch's son. She's wanting some renovations done. Yeah, I want some drywall over here and some drywall over here. I said, Destiny, stay trying to renovate some stuff that she don't own. My hands feel a little dry. Destiny stay trying to renovate some stuff that she don't own. And I'm like, girl, what is the deal? It is truly a storage unit. See, this one my ring be clouded because I be putting on lotion with my ring on and stuff. She says the stores downstairs, which we saw a clip of the stores downstairs a couple of episodes ago, whenever they first showed it. The stores downstairs have a store shop feel to it. You know how you go to those salon suites where oh, I'm in this building, suite 110, and it's just big enough for a bowl, 2 chairs, and the little thing right there. The dryer chair on the other side, and just get 2-3 people in there and it'll be a thing. Right? That's how it usually be. So that's what the downstairs look like, but the upstairs is straight up, U-Haul storage units or whatever. So she's telling them, first, I said, oh, this why she got them. This why she really wanted. She's trying to get a discount on this labor. Let me work it out, okay? I ain't mad at it. So we see Kimmy and Tisha come to check on her space. He dips on out. They step outside to talk about mail with mimosa. Kimmy kept saying it backwards. They step outside to talk about mail with mimosas. They're talking about, oh yeah, girl, everybody was there. A lot of people was popping up. And, oh, okay, yeah, Sonny was there, Oh, was Moses there? Oh, no, girl. Sonny told us that he is back in jail. That's never like, yep. That little smirk on her face had me cracking up. Like, you could tell she already knew, but she didn't want to necessarily be the one to say that. I'm wondering if she would have said it if neither one of them said it. You know what I mean? So she's just like, not that I wanted that for him. I just didn't want him to be all over here from St. Louis. But, that's Kimmy gonna say, well, that's the plan for now. He gonna be in St. Louis for a while. That cracked me up, y'all, because it's like, how goofy of you to violate probation to record a TV show in another state. It's not even ambiguous on where they could be recording. It literally has it in the title that it is Huntsville, the city that you are not paroled to. So he has a whole nother year in jail. It's rumored that Sonny is pregnant, but who knows? People just like throwing random stuff out there. But yeah, y'all. Destiny then lets them know that she is throwing Nell a bachelorette party. And, they like, bachelorette? She already married. You can't really call it a bachelorette. She like, girl, y'all can call it what y'all want. But she never had a bachelorette the first go around, so she said she want a bachelorette party. I was like, well, why is Destiny throwing Nell the bachelorette party? Then I was like, why not, huh? You might as well, because she trying to be a little daughter-in-law. You freaking on the son and stuff. Let me see what you really about. Throw my bachelorette party then, girl. Get to work, and it better be nice. That's what it's giving, right? They kind of badger her about inviting Sonny. She's like, she don't know that lady. She don't want that lady there. She met that lady twice. It's fine. She don't have to be there. She ain't on my guest list. They're like, well, what if Nell want her there? Okay, well, if Nell want her there, cool. But she ain't on my list. I said, fair. Next, we see Melody talks to Chris Fletcher to clear some things up. My watch did yet. To clear some things up. She asked him, did you hook them up? He's just like, no. He tells the same little story. No, it wasn't that, I was hooking them up. It was just, we was on the phone, and he was like, yeah, some girls over there. I was like, it's girls everywhere. It's girls, it's a gym. Of course it's girls over here. I wasn't like, oh, she looked like this, and she looked like this. I was just like, yeah, telling that little tired story or whatever. And then Melody is like, yeah, cool. Well, yeah, Martell told me that I need to talk to wives, older wives and stuff like that, because apparently he had a mentor that said, if you're going to have a side chick, you need to make sure that, what was it? You got a prenup. No, not a prenup. You got an NDA. Make sure you got an NDA. Make sure you with somebody that got something to lose. Okay? So, were you one of those mentors that said that to him? He said, no, that ain't me. No, that sounds more like some Marceau and some Maurice stuff. I said, wow. We see why you hang out with Martell now. We see why y'all boys, y'all seem like y'all might be cut from the same cloth. You just a bit more mature and refined than he is, but that little moment right there, that's more some Marceau Maurice stuff. Okay, so you saying this because you know, or what? Because like I said, the fact that this little conversation is even brought about, where we saw you act like you didn't know how he met her, and then you act like, oh yeah, yeah, that happened, yeah, just like that. But it's making you seem like you're a part of the little cheating clan too. You a part of that little group. Y'all be creeping. You ain't as involved and deep, because I don't think I'm sure he doesn't know them as long as they've known all each other, but it's probably been some nights where they have their little cheat off night, and Fletch probably be like, hey, pop up on their cheat off night and get something popping as well. You know what I mean? That's what it gives. That's what it gives. We boys, now you want to go on that trip with us? We go golfing. Where though? Where y'all going golfing? Okay. So he is telling Mel, oh no, I've been married for 30 years. I ain't got time for stuff like that. She's like, well, at one point you had time for stuff like that. One point you did have time for stuff like that. He was like, girl, that was in my 20s. That was in my 20s. Probably was before you got married, beginning of the marriage type stuff. I said, all right then, right? All right. Then they talk about the vow renewal. So, we got the vow renewal coming up. She said, I know y'all got the RSVP. I know it was 2 days ago, but I was going to wait to see how this conversation went before I RSVP. He like, me. You was gonna do me like that. You was gonna wait. You was gonna wait till the conversation. You was gonna wait. I said, stop. Don't get. Wait a minute. What's happening here? Nobody. Is it just me? Am I? There's just an air and a tone about the way all the men address Melody or talk to Melody where you can tell the tone would be different if their wives were there. How about that? The tone would be different if their wives were there. Not to say they be looking and talking to her like they, but somewhere in that arena, you know what I mean? That's what it gives, especially with Marceau, and we see it with Fletch. We see it with Fletch too. Maurice got a little disdain for Melody, especially now. But Marceau and Fletch, So next we are at the Madani lunch party, okay? We know she had the brick and mortar in the past where she had the 2 shelves and all that space, and she wanted to do the renovations, to do the salon in the back, even though she didn't own the building. Marceau told her, no ma'am. Don't make no sense. So now she's just doing product line Madani, and it's going to be available online. We don't need to do the brick and mortar no more. She just got this little warehouse space and she about to turn into a storefront somehow. We'll see. They say it's going to be cute. It's going to be cute now. It's not cute now. It'll be cute later though. It'll be cute later. Yeah, we want to see it when it's cute. I said, dang, they being a tough crowd, okay? We're at the relaunch party. Who is this escorting her in? I was very confused about that. The ladies sit down like they're all sitting at one table. The guys are at another table. They're all sitting down. They end up discussing Sunny and how she is going to be at the bachelorette party. Nell is like, I know I don't agree with how they did you, but that's not really any of my business. So, she's still a part of this group. Production made me do it type stuff. You know what I mean? And she's just like, girl, it's fine, I'm not upset. She's like, you seem upset, you seem mad. Girl, I'm not upset. I'm aware, you know what I mean? I'm aware. I just know how to, I gotta figure out how to move forward with you or something along those lines. So they're like, okay, well, you're mad. Well, you feel her ways then, ma'am. And so, Trish, they talk about the bachelorette party. Okay, well, it's gonna be people there and parts and male strippers. No, Trisha was like, is it gonna be tea bags? Is it gonna be tea bags there? They like, what, girl? Men and the little things. It's gonna be tea bags. I hate that. And I hate that. Destiny's like, well, it's gonna be male strippers and female strippers. Trisha's like, yeah, I want the female strippers. I want the female strippers. I was like, bet you do. So next we see the guys table. Ken must have drank a little bit, because you could tell that he is in his feelings, because it looks like he a little bit of a punk a bit to some people. I can see how they feel that way. Not saying I do, but the way that the conversation of Trisha and Martell keeps getting brought up, and Trisha is not forthcoming about the things that's being revealed, and to you, it's one thing about them, but you're finding out stuff as they find out things. So it's making him look like he lets her run over him just a bit, right? Granted, the situation was before him, so in his mind, he's like, well, it's not that deep, but it is starting to affect him, because he's like, wait a minute, it is being too much revealed where you didn't tell me all of this, right? Stupid, because I'm like, girl, you're coming on TV, right? What were you thinking? Like with Trisha, it's a situation where you know exactly what you're walking into. You know that this guy is on the show and that you had some type of cheatation with him, because you're still married now. So clearly you're still married when you were fooling with him. And clearly he was still married when y'all was fooling. So the fact that you even came on this show knowing that, walking into this, so like, do, 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 it is mind-boggling to me, okay? And it's a mess. So he's over there, Ken, like I said, seemed like he had a little bit of liquid courage over around about him. He claims that, you know, if some dumb stuff happened, if some more craziness gets revealed about the situation, you know, he wouldn't feel a ways about having to leave Trisha, because that just mean he wasn't the girl. She wasn't the girl for him, because she was out here being disloyal, unfaithful. You feel me? You feel me? He was like, I will be more phased about my relationship with the kids and not being around with the kids no more. They looking at him like, boy, calm down. You would be phased by not being in a relationship with her. He was like, I mean, I love her to death. Well, you would be hurt by not being with her no more. But at this point, like I said, he just feel like he got to put his foot down to somebody. Let us know that he is not just some pushover that allows being lied to. I said, all right, baby, we hear you. We got you. We got you, baby. Now, lastly, we see Martell sits down with Marceau and Tisha. This was such an awkward scene because it literally looks like, okay, yeah, it's 8:30. We need to set up the scene. Can we get Tisha, Marceau in the shot, and Martell? Yeah, let's get them in the shot. Can y'all clear out this area? This is where they're gonna go. We're gonna get them in this area. Can y'all clear this out? Because as the scene enters, all of the ladies are moving away. Marceau comes over and they're like, haha, they have a little bit of pleasantries, and then they scoot on out the way. And Martell is looking in the direction, but he's like constantly circling the room like, what was happening? I was so confused at what was happening. It was Martell, get Martell. Martell's trying to run. Martell's trying to run. Yeah, get Martell back over here. Yeah, okay. They push Martell on through the door onto the scene. He sits down with Tisha and Marceau. Tisha is trying to leave. She does not want to go. I mean, she does not want to be here for this foolery of a conversation. Marceau sits her down. No, Tisha, you need to be here, Tisha. No, Tisha, just sit down where you need to be here. She's just like, whatever. She's just over there like on her phone trying to stay out of it. Right? Because why I gotta stay for this foolishness? But I get it, because Martell be saying a lot of stuff, and it's better to just stay and hear what the freak is going on versus having to get a message relayed and this, that, and the third. So I get it to a certain degree, right? They discuss him acting out like he got proof about these 20 women and y'all running trains on girls or going out here with these girls and this, that, and the third. Where's the proof, okay? And he's like, you acting like these accusations don't affect my marriage. He's like, well, they affect your marriage because you let them affect your marriage. They affect my marriage because you keep running around town acting like you got proof that I'm doing my wife wrong. Martell is delusional. It's really insane. So he's like, you trying to, he mentions Tisha. He mentions Tisha like, yeah, when Tisha and Mel was going back and forth. And Tisha's like, so what was me and Mel going back and forth about? Because you were feeding her lies about my husband. So yeah, we was going back and forth because I'm not going, you know, and Marcel's like, babe. I know I want you here, but only as a fixture, okay? Not a talking head, just a fixture, okay? I'm like, why am I here if I can't talk? Like, I want to... Why am I here if I can't talk, okay? So he's like, oh, you're trying to make me expose you, Martell. You're trying to make me expose you. It looks like you don't care about your marriage. You don't care about your wife. You're trying to make me expose you. You know, you're making your own wife look slow. You're making Tisha look slow. I said, oh, what? Slow? No. Naive? But slow, you're the slow one, my boo. But whatever. You make Tisha look slow. And Tisha's like, boy, whatever. I don't have time for your foolishness. You wish you had a Tisha as a wife. You wish you had a Tisha as a wife. He said, yeah, every man does. I said, ooh, he kind of ate that one little thing. Just that one little thing he did kind of eat that. Yeah, every man does. Cause she just be like, whatever, you know, my man, where's a picture if you don't have a picture of my man in between your legs and in your butt? I don't believe it. Because when he was down to the event, he was with me at the expo, and these girls just be making up lies. They just want to ruin my marriage. I don't understand why everybody just want to ruin my marriage. I don't know where they came from, y'all, but that's how Tisha be. That's how Tisha be. So yeah, every man probably do on a Tisha. She ends up and getting up and leaving. I say yeah, because at this point, leave. He kind of ate you. He ate you up with that one little thing. Ain't no point in even having this conversation with this fool. So Martell is like getting up to, well, no, Martell is getting up too. Marcel is just like, you know what? You sound pathetic. You sound pathetic. And Martell's like, your wife look pathetic. My soul tells him, I just simply, I'm just better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Yeah, I got the better wife, I got the business. I bought you out. You couldn't even afford to stay in the business. You still don't have a builder's license. You know what I mean? You're struggling to keep a house. How many times have you moved? And you're struggling to keep a house. I have multiple, I have multiple, I got buildings. I'm building buildings all over the city. What you want, Is your wine still going? Is your wine still going? This is the stuff that I would say if I was in my soul's position. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, that was the episode. I said, okay. I feel like we're probably rounding out. What number are we on? 12? 11. This is 11. So next week will be 12, and then we're going to be doing like the bachelor party, the bachelorette party. And then, I feel like, I wonder, are they going to do that all in one episode? Bachelorette, bachelor party, and vow renewal? Or was the vow renewal gonna be later on? I wasn't paying attention to what their preview for next week is. But yeah, we got a few more episodes left, but didn't they already film the reunion? So they be filming the reunion so far ahead. It's so annoying because it's like they don't even get to hear what our reactions is to watching some of these situations for these questions to be asked. So it's annoying that their reunion is recorded so early. But that's the episode, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it. I'm trying to get my videos up, get the subscribers and all that good stuff popping. So y'all be easy. Let me know what y'all think about the video and the episode. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye bye.